I'm not going to bore you with 20 minutes of me trying to get these rusty bolts back in here where this air horn goes back up here. I'm just going to show you the technique. They've probably never been apart. 76-year model combine. So what we're going to do is we take each bolt here and spray it with this stuff here, and then go ahead and thread it in while I can actually see the holes. This thing here wants to move around, adding to the aggravation. So at least putting a little bit of WD on it makes it so you can easily turn it, and the piece in here floats a little bit, so that's all going to be a lot of fun. But we're moving right along. We got our new belt slipped over and got that piece bolted back in, and let's see how this goes, and we'll be back in a little while. Okay, we got all that put back together, cleaned out, new belt. Glad I saw that. I'd hate for that to have broke while I was in the field cutting and cause that to get stopped up with dust. I'd see the temp coming up on the motor and wonder what's going on. But I can avoid that now. Okay, this is where they hide the air cleaner. That's the pre-cleaner you're looking at, and then a pipe takes it down into the actual paper cartridge that's inside of here. And where I'm at, I'm up here in the grain tank right behind the engine compartment. Let's see, get this off. And it's got a little bit of gunk in it from the wheat harvest. I learned the hard way, don't take this thing out of here and throw it down on the ground and then climb down to clean it out, because I broke it. And these things are expensive. So I just put some tape on mine. And then to get into this thing, first you have to undo this. Oh yeah. And that falls off like that. And then I got this nut here I got to deal with. Oh shoot, I need a deep socket. I didn't bring one. All I got is a shallow socket. So now I have to climb down and go get a deep socket. I forgot about that. Dagnabbit. Be back in a minute. This nut's got a tapered thread on it so it don't vibrate off or something. And that's what the cartridge looks like. And I'm going to take it and blow it out. Alright, this is the little tap trick. Watch what comes out of that. And if you'll stay on top of these filters and keep them cleaned out, they'll last a long time. I like to do this about every 5 hours of run time, and that's just pulverized dust that's trapped in the paper. If you look, probably can't see it, but I can see it. The inside is still nice and clean. And the outside don't look bad until you do that little trick right there. So just tapping it on the concrete, and you can see it knocking it out like that. Of course, I like to blow them out, so I'm going to run the compressor a little bit and get some air built up on that and clean that out good. Just makes the engine run better when the filters are clean. Alright, what I'm doing here, I got a blower here, just blowing a gentle breeze across it, and then I've got a wand connected to my air compressor. Watch this. By having that blower down there just idling, it blows the stuff away as I blow it out with that wand. Now, there's a little bit right there that came out of it, but it's clean enough now. So now I'm going to go put it back in there. Okay, what I'm up to is I'm back here setting the front portion of the chafer, and I'm wanting it to be right at a 1/2 inch. That's a little bit closed. So that right there is it. Alright, check it over here. Yep. This thing is hard to see. Alright, we'll lock it down right there. Okay. Alright, do not, I repeat, do not turn the handle. Oh, come on. Son of a... See, that's the problem with this thing, is it wants to move when you turn that. So how bad did I mess it up? Oh yeah, I ruined it. Aggravating thing. Alright, start over. Anyhow, you get the idea. This thing's aggravating. I need a third hand to hold this so I can tighten the bolt. What I need to do is somehow hold the ratchet on the bolt with my hand on this while I tighten the nut with the wrench. And this thing will get long on the video, and I'm going to fight it, but y'all get the idea of what's going on under here. Enough of that. Okay, after about 10 minutes of fighting with this and finally figuring out how to get the wrench in the situation where it was lined up with the handle, I was able to stop the handle from turning. Had the wrench just about like that on the handle right there, where I could hold it like that. And I got it set like I wanted. Dark back there, but that'll give you an idea maybe. I don't know how this is going to record. But that's where I want my chafer. I want that sucker open. I want some beans to drop through here. Down here on the sieve is where I'm going to stop the trash from going in the hopper. But I need that open enough for the beans any beans that are still in this to go through the recleaner. They'll get caught in this auger right there and carried out over here to right there, and then back up to the front and dropped in and cleaned again. Oh me, and if this is too wide, I'll get a lot of trash in the actual hopper, because just in front of that plate, and just in front of that plate there where that auger's at, that you can see right down in here, the beans that drop through the sieve end up going to the augers that take them where they end up in the hopper. So if there's a lot of trash coming through here, I'll have it in my beans in the hopper. But I'm thinking this year a little trash ain't such a bad thing if I can get more beans in the hopper. I've always been probably too anal about super clean. So anyhow, that's where I want that set. And I'm going to put the camera down and see if I can apply the same little trick with tightening that bolt right there. Right there. Okay. Well, there it is. My checklist all checked off. I dialed the fan speed in to where I think it might need to be. I'll have to do the final test on that after I cut some beans. And as far as the chafer and the sieve go, same thing with that. I'll have to do the final setup after I cut some beans and see what I got. If there's too much trash in the hopper, I'll need to close the sieve up a little bit. And if I find too many beans out behind the combine, I need to slow the fan down and open up the chafer a little bit. It's all about adjustments. But glad I took this day to do this. Finding that belt messed up in that screen and taking care of that. But got all the windows washed, got it greased, went through, got everything done. It's feel ready. I just need some beans to cut, but they're not ready. They're still soft. Green stalks. I'm not going out there with green stalks. I don't have that green stalk syndrome issue out here. I just haven't had a frost to kill them down, so I'm waiting on a frost. It'll be my turn. We'll get one eventually. Today turned out I did look at my cell phone, and it is November the 2nd. So it's way early still for traditional cuts that I've done over the last 17 years with Group 7 beans. But glad I got this off my mind. Been over it, looked at it. I feel confident now that I can pour some more diesel fuel in it and take it out to the field and cut beans when they get ready. Everybody, it's been Soybean Farmer. I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel, and watching my videos, and leaving comments. I enjoy reading what you got to say. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye, y'all.